here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Here's the starting group for Houston. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Then it's Durant. Then it's Thompson. And it's Okogie in at the 2. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Jones. And it's Murray in at the point. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Here's Okogie. Here's Thompson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's Murray. Fires for 3. That shot misses. Good D by Thompson. And here are the Rockets. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson against Murray. Thompson looking for an opening. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And it's the Nuggets ball. Oh, and here we go. Watson, nobody back.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Thompson. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
Rockets ball.
And stolen by Watson. Murray Smith.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
KD on the wing. Defended by Jones. Okogie. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one.
Far from an ideal start. Only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Watson's shot is good.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary. Even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're clearly all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Kept alive. Thompson misses.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
With the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 7. To halt the run. Pass to Okogie. Beyond the arc. Şengün. And Şengün is right there.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. We
talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
2 minutes remaining.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Smith on the wing. Back to Thompson. Pass to Okogie. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with the free throw percentage hovering around 70, he knows he has to bring that up.
The first free throw is good. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jones. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Now, here's Watson. 7 points in the game. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Thompson with it. He's covered by Brown. Okogie misses.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
To the paint. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Thompson passes to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Down low, Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Houston making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. What was the Nuggets? Their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and if you like comebacks, then it was a great one to watch. But they were, unfortunately, on the losing end, and they were never able to recover after that horrible third quarter.
Here's Brown. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Shepard. Got a piece of it. Brown outside. Over Durant. Here's Jokic. Nails the baby hook.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Nuggets on top, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So it's Denver now. They lead by 4. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Taking a look at the Rockets. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Shepard out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. Stan, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
Inside. Şengün, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Jokic. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
KD passes to Thompson. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Rockets trail by 10. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Denver. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Okogie comes in for Shepherd. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases. Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Johnson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Johnson's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Nuggets. And the Rockets with possession here. Thompson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Thompson passes to Okogie. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas may not have the quickest feet, but he uses his size well to block and deter shot attempts.
And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's foul number 2 for him. Murray's checked in for Denver.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets, Jamal Murray.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Great shot contest. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Capella trying to free himself up. Thompson with the bucket.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
Poked away. Here's Murray. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And definitely a feel-good kind of win, but I'm sure their coach might say they cut it a little bit too close.
It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Shot clock at 6. Durant against Johnson. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's Murray just making easy work of that transition opportunity.
Watson with the dunk.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And, Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hardaway, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Nuggets in second. In third, the Rockets.
Yeah, both teams on fire right now, shooting lights out from long range, and also great ball movement, I think, enabling them to create those terrific opportunities.
He misses the free throw. The Nuggets making a switch here. Slaughter's checked in. Tate, he's checked in for Houston. He hits the second from the line. And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Here's Thompson. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 11. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. And he lays it straight in. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's KD. Ooh, Durant with a strong finish inside.
And taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
Murray with the bounce pass. Watson for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Watson's got 11 points.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Here's Thompson. Denver able to drain the 3. Good on the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now here's Murray. He has 6, and it's good for 2. He's got 8.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Murray with it. He's coming off a 37-point game against San Antonio.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Outside Hardaway. That shot off. And so it's Denver with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Denver?
They scored very effectively. With the exception of ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, they do better. Fellas, I got an idea for them. Feed the post. Let the big man eat. Jeez.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Amen Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Cameron Johnson is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Watson for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Watson's got 14 points.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts down the 3.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Shot from the top of the key. They grab their own miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's trailed by 17. To the inside. And the basket by Okogie. He's got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Good. Rockets trail by 17. Here's Okogie. He's got 6. Thompson with the bucket.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
It's Jones on the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Here's Thompson. Here he goes. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
The Rockets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Jones. The Rockets also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Josh Okogie. Now here's Murray. 12 points for him. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
It's tipped. Watson the bounce pass. And it's Murray. That time he assist by Watson. 16 points for Jamal Murray. Here's Shepard. Still scoreless. Timeout called the Rockets. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Well, the defense has not been able to slow him down inside. And until they offer some sort of resistance, just keep feeding him the ball.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Slaughter's checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Houston. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Kevin Durant. That one drops for him.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Murray, no good. Rockets trail by 16. Here's Tate. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Quick shot there, and it's off target. To the middle. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, you know, you can see how much Murray means to this team when he's healthy and at the top of his game.
The Rockets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Here's Thompson. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver leading by 18. Here's Strother. Tips it. Jokic on the foul. Jokic has got 10 points here in the second half.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
And it's Shepard missing. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Lets it go from 11. Again, the Nuggets score.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
32 seconds left to play here in the third. Shepherd with the ball. Brown's there. Shepherd, that's good.
From what I've seen, Shepherd would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Murray for three. Sinks the triple. Murray's got 21 in the game.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a three, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Pass to Shepherd. No good with the triple. 1 second left. Doesn't go that time. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
71.
Nuggets on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Also Clint Cabela out there. Shepherd out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Crawford at 2 guard.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Brown. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas for the three. Kicks it out to Jones. On the wing, Jones shoots over Tate, and it's Jones. That time on the assist from Valanciunas.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Kicks it out to Crawford. His three-pointers off the mark. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Brown hits it from three-point range. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Fades away. Another miss by Houston.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Jones from outside. Again, the miss by Jones.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And finished off by Shepherd.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Pass to Strother. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. To the left wing. Jones against Tate. Over Jones. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Holmes. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. The Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Drills it from outside.
And in that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Jones for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Listen, it's a team sport. But without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Here's Brown. Rockets with the rebound.
And look, he's had an off night. but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
He was all alone on that one. Shepard's got 11 in the second half.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Here's Crawford. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Crawford. Here's Tate. And that one is good.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
2 minutes remaining.
Now a timeout called by Houston. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, the three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing him down.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Jokic draws the double. Buries the 7-footer. Jokic has got 26.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Shepard, the pass to Tate. Good work defensively by Jones. And so Brown will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, that's the thing about Jokic. He makes you work defensively throughout the game.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And Jokic drops them both. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Shepard. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Brown inside the line. He drains the quick shot.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Denver gets it back. Valanciunas. Back to Jokic. Fires the three. They get it back. Shoots over Adams. Got it.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, thank you, Nikola. This team showed up tonight defensively. What can you say about the effort on that end of the floor?
I mean, it's a whole collectively. You know, it's not just one guy, it's the 5 guys on the floor. So it's a coach, it's a bench, it's a fan. So thank you guys. Thank you a lot.
Thanks to all. Thanks to you, Nikola. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. So long and good night, everyone.